Free Alabama movement inside Alabama Department of Corrections. We continue with our interview series as we see in my documentary, profiling real life stories of real people inside the prison. We're profiling young African American males who were incarcerated for crimes committed when they were very young, sometimes as young as 16, 15 years old, receiving excessive sentences and punishment and being put inside a system that doesn't offer real opportunities for education, rehabilitation, or prepare them to re-enter back into society. Today I have a young man with me. He had 75 years. He received a 70-year sentence for a robbery case. He didn't fire a weapon, didn't shoot anyone. Matter of fact, he didn't even get any property. And he received an additional 5 years because situation will allow him to explain that. But when all said and done, he walked out of the courtroom with 75 years and for a crime that was committed when he was 16 years old. So today I'm going to get him to introduce himself. He's going to say his name, where he's from, how much time he has, and how much time he's already served.
How you doing? My name is Robert Phillips, third. I'm 21 years of age. I'm serving a 75-year sentence, 70 years for robbery first degree, and 5 years for intimidating the witness. I've been incarcerated in Houston County, Alabama. Houston County, Alabama.
How much time you did on it, you said?
I done did 4 years.
4 years already. You got a 70-year sentence. I was telling my family about that. Just talk a little bit about your case and describe what happened that caused you to get 70 years.
I came up here, my mom sent me up to Alabama on a little vacation to spend with my grandfather for the remainder of the summer till I started at school. Well, while I'm in the country, my grandfather, I was born, so I did go rumbling through it. And I see a little gun. And I see the gun. You know what I'm saying? I've been already taking little trips around the little town and stuff, so and I really want to feel no. I had a negative energy within the little environment I was in. So when I found the gun, I feel like it was meant for me to find it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So
the gun just landed in your hands.
Just landed in my hands, so I'm thinking to myself like, it was meant.
Do something with it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I stumbled, so I'll go to the park. I'm walking to the corner store. It's a couple of miles from where my granddad stayed at. Well, in between the corner store and my grandfather's house is a little park. So while I'm going to the corner store, I stop at the park and listen to my MP3 player. While I'm stopping at the park, it's my victim, Andy Charles Blaylock. He was working on the sign. He a Houston County little employee. He worked all over the little county doing little oblique job. And so I step up. It was a little stump. When I step up on the stump, I had a little gun on my waist. The gun fall. My victim, he ain't nothing but about like 10 steps away from me. He jumped up.
Oh, he saw the gun.
He saw the gun when he fell. You know what I'm saying? He jumped up. He like, I don't have no money. I don't get paid till Friday. I picked the gun up. I started laughing. Like, and you ain't got a fucking thing I want. You know what I'm saying? So when I told her I don't want no problem. So I put the gun in my pocket instead of my waist. You know what I'm saying? When I walked off, I just said, fuck it, I'm gonna go back to my granddad's house. So when I'm going back to my granddad's house, goddamn, a couple of little minutes, like 30 minutes later, to my walk, the police jumped behind me. And the police jumped behind me, took off running.
At some point during the course of that, did you end up with a cell phone and wallet and keys?
No, it was never no problem to take.
He didn't allege that he took anything or that he turned anything?
When I got to the county, when I got to the little intake place where the interview at, the police, the sheriff, he was like, he kept asking me, well, did you ask him for anything? anything, boom. It wasn't never nothing stated that we were taking during the interview. Upon my indictment, I was in the county for about 3 months. They hit me with an indictment. It said robbery first degree. He took his phone, keys, and wallet.
Is that what he's saying you took from him?
That was, yeah.
But I thought he said you gave that stuff back to him.
Yeah, he said I took it from search through the wallet. He told me, he's saying that he said I don't get paid Friday.
Oh, he didn't have any money.
Yeah.
Okay. So you end up getting the stuff back to him?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Okay, that's what he's saying.
That's what he's saying.
Okay. And irregardless of whether, you know, it's true or not, if that's what he said, you didn't take anything.
Nah, it was never.
You didn't shoot him.
No.
You didn't tie him up. No. You didn't make him get out on his knees. He didn't allege that you did anything.
No, he never said I caused any harm to him.
So when you ended up going to trial, did you go to trial?
Yeah, I went to trial.
And the jury found you guilty. First degree on robbery.
Yeah, first degree on robbery.
And you ended up with 70 years for that?
7 years.
How old were you when this occurred?
I was 16 at the time I put my sentence, but they kept me in the county until I turned 18.
Okay. And as it turns out, this man, he did labor around that county, and he just so happened to work and do labor at the county jail.
Yep.
And he came through one day, and you were up on the top tier.
Yep.
He down on the bottom tier.
Yeah. Well, after I went to trial, they found me guilty. They sentenced my sentencing day 30 days from the time I was. So,
of course, in these 30 days, he ended up coming to the county.
Yeah.
And you was up on the top tier.
Yeah.
He come in down on another whole different tier. And he ended up saying that he heard you threatening him or making comments to him like, you know, I'm going to get you, or whatever he said, you said. And so when the 30 days up and it's time for you to get sentenced, when you go to court, the judge,
the night before I get sentenced, the night before I go to sentencing, I just took the docket. Now I was fingerprint for intimidating witness charge.
Okay. So they brought a whole new charge on.
They brought a whole new charge on. Then the next morning, my sentencing, my victim and the police officer that were working, they were cool, real cool. They come, and the police get on the stand and said that he heard me say he's sitting his thing to him. And then my victim, he got on the stand saying the same thing as well. But I was never indicted. I was just charged with the next morning, the night before.
Yeah. And you ended up getting a total of 75 years for that. Man, so, you know, what are you doing for yourself now that you're in prison? You know, what are you doing to rehabilitate yourself, to try to make yourself, you know, get yourself eligible to return back to the street? Because 75 years is a long time for a young black man, and you know they're going to try to make you do as much of it as they can get out of you, because that's what they do with us. They lock us up, make us do extended periods of incarceration. So, you know, how do you deal with that knowing you got 75 years and you ain't hurt nobody, you ain't taken up for nobody, and basically you're in prison because of the color of your skin and your age?
Well, right now I'm currently taking welding class. I'm trying to the little gas station community college taking welding course. I should be finished with it in this year, December. While I get that, when I'm finished with that, I'm going to go taking a little program that they got down the hill.
Okay. Therapeutic community program.
Therapeutic community program. Upon me, while I'm in that, I'll be getting my GED class as well.
Do you have family, anything like that in Alabama? How do you support yourself? Do you work while you're there?
I ain't got no job.
Even if you did work, you know you're going to get paid for it. So, how do you take care of yourself? What do you do? How do you survive? So you got steak boots on, you obviously ain't got enough money to buy your tennis shoes. So how do you take care of yourself?
My family sent what they could when they could. But other than that, I struggle from day to day.
I understand. I mean, that's what that's what Free Alabama movement is trying to address. You know, the system is oppressive in the way that they treat us. They lock us up. We work for free. They don't give us anything. They take money, percentages out of everything that we get sent in. And while we're in here, you know, we live in an environment, 2-man cells and stuff. So just being young, tell us what it's like for a young black man to be in prison. I mean, what is it like, your day-to-day struggle mentally, emotionally, trying to survive in the system?
It's hard. struggle every day. Food, you nasty trade, you might have food trade, you might have extra food on it, ceilings falling in, roaches. We had roaches climbing on the walls, rats running in the cafeteria. You got police talking to you any kind of way, honey. Yeah.
Nobody to call or complain to. Nobody care about our complaints.
Captain running around here talking crazy to you. He don't care. Sergeant lieutenant don't care. You gotta have a strong mind. It'll tear you down if you let it, but by me being around positive people, the people that strive for success within themselves, you know what I'm saying, it helped me.
Do you have a parole date?
I go on parole 2019.
6 more years, so what they gave you, a 10-year setup?
I got 10 set up.
So they want you to do 10 on 75 to go for parole. And you know there's a chance that you might get set off, you know, they might set you off. They may not even tell you why they set you off. You know, and they might set you off 5 years or more. But just looking at your prospects for release, how long do you think you're gonna be in the system? How long do you think it's gonna be before you go home? Just knowing how the system works, being in 4 years.
Truthfully, I don't know when I'm going home, but you gotta do it.
Okay.
You gotta do it.
You familiar? You know about pre-out movement? You familiar with what we're doing? Non-violent peaceful protest. You know they having a shutdown right now. As we speak at Oldham, the guys down there already have set out their protests, non-violent peaceful protests. Police are down there harassing and calling in the riot team. We really don't have no help. You know, we got to do what we got to do for each other, but you know, this is a necessary part of the struggle. You feel like HOAs that you ready to be a part of a struggle like that, a movement like that, and endure the hardships that come with it because of the things that you see and know that are wrong about this system.
Okay. Great.
So we appreciate you sharing your story with us, man. You know, it's hard to fathom that you got 75 years for what you did. And when we understand the system and the people we're dealing with, we know why you got 75 years. But we want you to be an exception to the rule. You know, don't become a victim to the system. Don't become a victim to oppression. You know, you got to stand up and challenge this system. You know it's wrong. You see it's wrong, and you hear it. You know, so you have no excuse. You got to do something about it. And let that be your mission. Let that be your goal. Let that be your objective. To, you know, engage in nonviolent peaceful protest because you got to do something. Because if you don't, you'll end up with gray hair in your head running around here, and they'll make you do as much of that 75 as they can get away with. You know, and you don't deserve 75 years for the crime that you've done. You were 16 years old. You know, there are all type of processes that they could have put you through to try to get you some help. Because this is your first time in an adult situation, but it's not your first time being involved with the criminal justice system. That's right. You had, you've been in juvenile, foster parent, foster homes, no foster homes, just juvenile facilities. You ever had mental health? You've been through mental health. They say you mental health, but they're not treating you for mental health. They just prosecute you as a criminal, but they say you have mental health issues. Have you been to mental health since you've been here? Where they come up with that from? What makes you in need of mental health according to them?
So that was in the juvenile.
Okay, from juvenile. Okay. So how much problems did you have in your background from juvenile? Pretty extensive?
Yeah.
Pretty extensive. So you obviously, the point I'm trying to make is, you need help, but the system is not here to help you. You can't even get the help you need. You know, did you get your GED?
No,
you still haven't got your GED, but they ain't making you get your GED. You don't have a skill of trade, but they ain't making you go to trade school. You taking the initiative on your own to do that. You know, you trying to do something to better yourself, but the infrastructure ain't here for you to get all the resources and all the tools you need to better yourself. So it's an uphill battle, it's an uphill climb. But, you know, just be strong and climb that mountain. You know, just climb that mountain. You know, don't let them set you back. Don't let them hold you back. You know what's inside of you. Make sure you bring it out. All right? We have another movie, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. That's Free Alabama movement. You know, this is what we deal with on a day-to-day basis. This is what we see. You know, this is what we here for because it's too much of this. You know, I've been in his shoes before, been 16 years old, certified as an adult. I didn't have a robbery, I just had some burglaries and theft. But you know, in Alabama, they use every opportunity they can to try to take away your life as a young black man and sterilize you, not by castrating you, but by separating you from society. No conjugal business, no interaction with women. You know, Free Alabama movement, we asking for conjugal business. That's a part of nature. It's a part of life. It's part of the natural process. But they put us in these unnatural environments. This young man, he hasn't had the experiences of a man yet. You know, he hasn't been able to spend a night with a woman. You know, to experience, you know, just making love and making children and making family. This is real. It's true, you know, and they don't care if you don't never get there.
They put you in an environment where
homosexuality is promoted, putting you in a cell with another man, y'all right beside each other, you know, y'all sleeping together, waking up together.
You gotta use the
bathroom together, you know, you shower with other men, you know what I'm saying? You know, they trying to foster that, you know. We're not bashing homosexuality to gays, you know, that's their prerogative to live their life.
Yeah.
Well, when you don't choose that, why are you putting me in an environment where you're trying to make me choose something contrary to, you know, what I want to be or who I am? And that's what we're trying to address, man, you know. And we're going to keep doing what we're doing. We don't care what they do. You know, they say, well, they might kill you, but they already killing us. We're sleeping on the field of concrete. We eating rocks. You know what I mean? We walking around on this stuff all day, you know. We in blocks, no ventilation, no air, dust, rats, roaches. You know what? You know the story. I ain't got to run it down to you. So we got to do something, man. And we calling on, you know, West Jefferson, St. Clair, Holden, Tutwiler, and Bill to protest, to join the movement, to remove free labor from the equation, because that's what keeps the system alive. You know, that's Free Alabama movement. That's what we're about. Peace.